Vision Christian Radio, and we have finally made it to the Gospel Music Hall of Fame and, of course, the Gospel Music Museum. And I'm here with Steve Gilreath, who's been involved in Christian music for a good number of years. Steve, let's hear just a little bit of your story.
Well, I produced 10 years of Dove Awards, which is our big award show here, and been involved in this industry for 30 years. And a year and a half ago, they came and asked me if I'd like to help develop the museum, the first museum for Christian and gospel music. And I thought, what a great way to finish my career. I'm an old guy, and I thought it would take everything that I knew how to do, and would be a great way to honor God and honor a lot of my friends who have been in this business a long, long time. It has proven to be quite a task. Okay. There should be 1,000 artists in here, those who have dedicated their life to ministry and telling others about Jesus, and yet we don't have enough room for 1,000 artists. So bringing the Hall of Fame to life and then having exhibits that tell stories has really been quite a journey. We decided, where do you start? You could start with awards, radio play, charts. We decided not to really do any of that as our basis. We didn't want to make it about that. It's more about stories and lives changed.
Okay.
And that has made for a very fascinating museum.
Okay. Well, I've only been here 5-10 minutes, and I've just had a skim, but I'm already seeing For King and Country. We love them because those boys were born in Sydney, and I've worked with their dad doing concerts back in Australia. Did Larry Norman and Resurrection Band, and I'm sure you've been around long enough to remember those names.
Yeah, they're all here.
Brian Duncan, Randy Stonehill, so I've still got a soft spot for all that early days of contemporary Christian music, the Jesus Revolution days. So apart from Dove, have you been a promoter or a manager of any of these Christian music artists? Sounds like you've done a lot.
I've done a lot. It's all been on the TV side, so I'm a producer-director, and I've produced couple of thousand videos and a series of different shows, from a special in the White House right after 9/11. President Bush asked the Gospel Music Association to have a special there to bring in some Christian artists to help restore hope in our country. Okay. And that was a variety of different artists. It was a real honor to be there. And just, series after series, specials for Compassion International, and again, just a lot of different shows and working with all sorts of different artists. So,
ever done I'm sure you would have, like a particular film clip, from one of the artists and put together some creative ideas?
That's all I've ever done, was all our creative ideas. Okay. One of the bigger things I've done of scale that was in theaters in the last couple of years was I created a division for K-Love, a radio network. Called their On-Demand division, and we shot a series out at Red Rocks, a very famous amphitheater here out in Colorado. Yeah. And over 4 years, shot 41 different acts, and then created a show that went to theaters to show the best of Red Rocks, and Phil Wickham and Brandon Lake and Zach Williams and Casting Crowns and Mercy Me, and on and on and on. And beautiful, 16 cameras and just a big, beautiful production. Yeah. I love all of that. So
I just think nowadays, 2025, we've got a few what you would call blended music stations in Australia. And but I just think nowadays there's so much Christian music. Perhaps when you start in the 70s and 80s, you throw in a few positive pop songs to sort of, to fill the mix. But I just think we've just got a plethora of Christian music nowadays. Do you have any particular favorites?
Well, they're like their kids, right? We love them all equally, except some more equal than others.
Right. Yeah.
I worked with Lauren Daigle, and I happened to direct her world tour video.
Okay.
That is, it was just a gorgeous work by her team to put that tour together, and the video came out as good as I would hope.
Yes.
And has reached millions of people. I love it when that happens. When you have an idea in it. But I've also done a lot of kids videos. I worked with Frank Peretti, and for a while produced the Bible Man series when it had a reboot, and I enjoyed that. So I've been blessed to do a lot of different things. So.
Well, we had now you can probably, is it Lauren or Lauren? I always like to get it exactly right.
I didn't hear you say it any differently. Lauren.
I think she says Lauren.
Okay, I won't fight her.
No,
so.
no. Yeah, but no, we saw her in concert 12 months ago, and that was really good. And I love the horn section, and that sort of added something different. I'm thinking this is different. Normally it's guitars, drums, keyboard, but a lot of horn playing, and she was great, and finished off with some praise music. We've got Lecrae coming to Australia in a few months' time, about the same time as Kirk Franklin. They could have done perhaps a double act together.
Could have been. That's one thing about the museum that's, I think, interesting. As you walk around, you see these giant kiosks with 18 different artists on them. Lecrae's one of them is what made me think of this, as well as Stephen Curtis and Jacqueline Carr and Amy Grant and Bill Gaither. And they answer questions that address whatever section you're in the museum. So as you walk by, you'll have Bill Gaither talking about songwriting, or Lecrae or Toby Mac talk about how he got into the business or whatever. And the effect is that you're getting to tour the museum with close friends, as long as your closest friends were 18 of the top artists in Christian music.
Yeah.
It's a really warm and personal way to look at a museum, and I'm really happy that worked out like it did.
And Amy Grant, she's had a wander through, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. She's amazing.
So what was the date? So we're the 21st day of October or something like that. So this only just started, hasn't it?
We are 2 weeks old as a museum.
Wow.
And we opened with the governor here, and much to do. There was a lot of people showed up, and it's been busy ever since.
Well, we were going to do a phone conversation, but I did get word back. You guys were just so busy, so you're forgiven.
And here we are. Much better.
And here we are. So hey, let's put Steve on the spot. Ask him some questions about Australia. Our Prime Minister was here just yesterday, meeting up with Donald Trump. Who's the Australian Prime Minister, Steve?
He was here to talk about rare earth minerals.
Very good.
And happy that deal is going to be worked out. And while I'm good about topics, I am less good about names, and I'm not going to remember.
No, I haven't come across it. We've struggled to remember his name too. Anthony Albanese. Oh, what about if we... Okay, let's name two... No, let's make it three, because I think there's two you'll get off the top of your head. Christian music artists born in Australia.
Born in Australia. Well, I would say easy for King Country.
Yeah,
their older sister, Rebecca St. James.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so that's why I made a third one.
Okay, third one. I'll say the Newsboys, Peter Furler.
Oh, okay.
Who I love. Have you seen his guitar over here? His jumpsuit.
Yeah, I think I did. I saw the jumpsuit.
Take Me to Your Leader outfit is beautiful. That guitar is gorgeous. One of only 65 made in the world, and it's gorgeous.
Wow. Yeah, no, love the music of Newsboys, which began on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, where I now live, and he was one of the originals. Now there's just one Aussie on drums, if they're still going. We're not too sure at the moment. But yeah, all right, that's very good. Oh, what about an Aussie actor? Eh?
Well, it's Mel Gibson.
Who was born in New York, but I'll allow that because he grew up in Australia.
Okay.
He's got The Passion, the sequel coming out.
Jack, what's his name?
Jack.
Wolverine, was he?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got it backwards there.
All right, female actress.
Oh, Nicole Kidman, yeah.
Okay, born in Hawaii, but we'll allow that.
Wow, a lot of disclaimers here. I'm so close. I'm missing all of them.
No, but they all grew up in Australia, and that's you claim that. So
can I go back to Darlene Check and go back to artists?
Oh, Darlene Check, the wonderful worship music. So it's great that Australia's had a legacy in gospel music, really, since the 2000s.
Love that. When I produced the Dove Awards, having Darlene Check here for one of those years was just one of my greatest joys.
Yeah. And it's just a song which popped into my head, and because you and I have been around for a while, I'll tell you a song I loved when I was a teenager, which became a huge hit in England, Australia, America. Edwin Hawkins Singers, Oh Happy Day.
Oh, Happy
Man.
Day. So he was on the Dove Awards for me one time, and he sang that song.
Did he?
And
he sang it? You didn't get Dorothy? I love Dorothy.
Didn't have Dorothy, no, but he had some other singers with him, but it was just great to have him here and connect with him. So I love the Hawkins family, love the Hawkins singers, and then Edwin, of course, and Walter.
So you're going to see it all if you come to the museum in Nashville. It's brand new.
I think you should go out singing a chorus of that. I think you should take us there. Take us through Oh Happy Day. I think your listeners would just love. watching
You want me to lead into
I think
a happy
you should.
day?
I'll back you up, but you should take
Okay,
here we
where
go.
are we going to start from?
Come on.
Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day,
Oh,
happy day. When Jesus walked, when Jesus walked, when Jesus walked. And we'll leave it there. I'll play it for you. In fact, we're going to play it next on Vision Christian Radio. Edwin Hawkins Singers, and then we'll play something contemporary. Steve,
Thank you,
great
brother.
having you.